What's going on, guys? Geargiaa here with my episode 102 podcast. So, overall, I just want to make quick notes. So, I asked yesterday on Twitter for 3 likes to release my podcast yesterday. I got 5. What happened? I fell asleep like at 6 p.m. because I had been sleeping like 3 hours a night for the past 3 days. And it all caught up to me. I was like, all right, I'm going to take a quick ass nap and then I'll do the podcast. And then I close my eyes. I wake up at 7 a.m. the next day. I'm like, well, fuck. I needed to sleep, apparently. My body's like, yo, you need to chill. But, yeah, so that happened. And, yeah, episode 102, a very controversial episode. And when I saw this on Saturday night at, like, 4 a.m. before I had to go to work at 7 a.m., I was like, this is going to be very controversial. And it was for the same reason that everyone else doesn't like it. And I just assumed, bro, I hated it so much when the Flaming Kamikazes, that's their name, right? Something like that. The Warriors from Universe 2, when they did their transformation, and at the very end, 17 stops it, and then they do the exact entire transformation again. I was like, what? That was like a good 2 minutes of the animation of the entire episode was literally just that. It could have been even longer than 2 minutes because it was literally everything was copy-pasted again. Like, they're like, all right, fam, we need 2 more. All right, copy-paste. That's it. Control X. No, we're not even going to Control X it. We're going to Control C, Control V it because we don't need to cut it. We just need to add more of it. And yeah, so I mean, that was pretty stupid in my opinion. Like, they could have easily made the second transformation a little bit faster. Like, tell me you wouldn't have laughed a little bit if they're like, all right, let's do this again. It was just like at 1.5 speed, the exact thing, or like a little bit different at least, not exactly the fucking same thing. This time featuring Android 17 hands in pocket though, so that's pretty different. So yeah, let's get on with the recap and another shameless plug before we even start. 2 minutes in, I haven't talked about shit. It's a podcast though. Go ahead and click my follow on Twitter down below so you guys can be updated when I sleep. It's my sleep schedule, Twitter, featuring other things like when I stream and shit like that. I want to stream Donkey Kong 64 pretty soon, so yeah. Alright, so it pretty much starts with the Omni Kings showing off the remaining warriors that are left in the Battle Royale. And we do get the, you know, everyone, oh my god, Namekians Universe 6. Which, yeah, I mean, that happens. We haven't seen them yet, but we will see them. And we see, like, the Pig Doctor, who we haven't even seen around in the arena at all. And we're, like, what, like 6 episodes? 98, 97 was the first episode of the Tournament of Power. So we're, like, what, 5, 6 episodes in? And we haven't seen them, any of them at all. So, whatever. So, it pretty much announces, like I said in the beginning, Brienne, the Chateau. She's like, all right, everybody, transformations. And, yeah, and then everyone looks, they start transforming, 17 stops it. Then Toppo, hilariously, I love Toppo so much. One of my favorite characters that they've introduced in Dragon Ball Super. He's like, yo, you dumbass, you gotta let them transform. Where's the pride in that? And they go back, and then they do the whole thing again, and the entire transformation happens. So pretty fucking cool. You know, we got Brienne de Chateau becomes Ribrienne, Sanka becomes Kakunsa, which is like a, I think Kakunsa's the wild beast one, and Sue is Rosie, because I just have like these stupid ass notes here that don't really help me out very well. Becomes Sue becomes an all-around silly looking Rosie. Yeah, I think that's the one that punches Goku, I think. And then they're like, oh, they look so fucking beautiful right now, like so fucking beautiful. And then everyone else is like, what? They look 10 times fucking worse than they did like 2 seconds ago. And Krillin says that, so that was pretty funny. So then we get to see a fight of Vegeta versus Ribrienne or whatever, and they're fighting, and it's, oh my god, it's more recycled animation from the intro. That part doesn't bother me personally. I don't know why people hate so much recycled animation. Like, no, chill. It's not, if it doesn't look bad like the Vegeta versus Ribrienne, that doesn't matter to me, right? But if it's literally 10 seconds ago in the episode, an entire 1 minute animation, bro, like, you need Jesus right there, right? So they're fighting, and then Ribrienne does a really troll thing where she like gets in a ball. It's just like a ball looking blast. I'm not like, I didn't understand that, if she rolled up into a ball or she shot a ball blast, but I think she rolls into a ball, kind of like some wrecking ball type of shit. And then what does it cut to? It cuts to fucking Piccolo fighting. We're like, oh my fucking god, Piccolo, we get to see you fight in the Tournament of Power. Holy shit, dude. We haven't seen you do anything since this Tournament of Power has started. Literally anything. And he's fighting versus Geargiaa from Universe 10. and they're fighting. I'm like, yes, Piccolo, finally a fight. Boom, Jirisan gets knocked out from fucking Ribrianne's blast, and I'm like, bruh, Piccolo, you tried, Piccolo. Anyways, so then we get to see Piccolo fighting the yellow girl. I'm gonna call her yellow girl because it's like red, yellow, blue. Literally the triangle of the danger as well, right? And then they're fighting, but Goku's in base, and everyone complaining about Goku being in base. Bro, what if Goku just wants to have fucking fun, right? Does that ever occur to anybody? It's literally Goku's personality. He just likes fighting, and he's against the strongest fist guy who goes sharper with every attack and faster and with every attack. And Goku's having no problem in base form. He's getting pushed back. Oh my god, he's getting pushed back. Goku's base is weaker than Universe 2 Elite Fighter. What? Wow, that's crazy, guys. Really fucking crazy concept to grasp around. Wow. People complain about the stupidest shit ever. So you're going to tell me if, I don't know, let's do a stupid comparison, but let's say some guy who trains amateur at the gym. He's versus The Rock. The Rock's not doing anything, right? Because he's just base form, right? He's not doing anything. He's just holding back. And the guy who tries his hardest, because Universe 2, remember, they're going in. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick. They're trying. Going versus Goku. And they move back The Rock 1 inch. They're like, oh my god, The Rock's getting pushed back, dude. Holy shit, this guy from the gym is fucking 10 times stronger. Confirmed. Where the fuck? Why isn't The Rock trying, dude? The Rock can go like Super Saiyan 3 and fuck him up. Yes, but that's not... Why does that matter? You think The Rock isn't getting amused by barely getting pushed back by fucking Johnny who can bench 1 plate? No, of course he doesn't care. So yeah, y'all need to chill about complaining about everything that Dragon Ball Super does. They'll like, some people complain about the freaking the mid episode cut where like zooms into Ribrianne's nostril. I think that was hilarious, and everyone complained like, well, why'd they do that, huh? Why does Toei always gotta fuck up Dragon Ball? Chill, all right? It's just a fucking anime, all right? You need to chill. It's not so serious. It's literally Dragon Ball Super. This episode was all comedy. Like, I don't understand what was so bad about it. So then 17 is fighting versus Kakunsa, and she's kind of like the wildebeests. It's like she fights like a wildebeest, so it kind of reminded what I thought from the beginning, literally, of the fight was that 17 was gonna be like, yo, from the island or whatever, this and that, and it ended up being the case because they were fighting and 17's barely trying, and then he does like they're fighting back and forth, and then he goes and does the energy ball attack, sends the girl flying out, but the winged character saves Kakunsa. She goes flying back and hits 17, kind of like a slingshot attack-ish. And what does it do? You think 17 gets fucked up, but 17 under the clouds has his hand in his pocket. He's like, huh, that was pretty good. I guess I should probably try now. Goes up, fucks up the flying girl, fucks up Kakunsa with an insane attack, which is fucking awesome, by the way. 17 was so dope this episode. Yeah, so then it was like a really cool like energy blast. Like he got held onto the sun and everything, right? So knocks her out, and then Ribrianne super fucking heated at 17, and then it ends with 39 minutes left. And I'm gonna pull out the exact number on Ken Zyro's Twitter account because he has these updated things. So I retweet them all the time. So like the amount of participants left, I think there's 48 though. I'm gonna get the exact number right now. Yes, there are 48 participants left with 39 minutes or 80 attacks remaining. So excuse me about that. So what happens? I think I can tell you exactly when the first warrior got eliminated. Episode 97. So episode 97 was the start of the Tournament of Power. We're on episode 102 now. So that's 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. 6 episodes in. And it started with 80 fighters and there's 48 remaining. So yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting to see. We're going to go ahead and talk about the episode now. So, well, we've been talking about the episode, but now it's just overall thoughts. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Gohan, Piccolo, Roshi, and Tien, they split up now. So they're no longer fighting as a little squad, which, what does that do? It just makes me more worried for Tien more than anything. Single-handedly, we don't know how well they'll do. Krillin got eliminated 3 episodes into the Tournament of Power, and we haven't had anyone from Universe 7 get eliminated in that time. However, no one from Universe 6 has been eliminated either, right? So that's also not the best comparison, but it's not looking good. I think we are going to get an elimination. There has been spoilers that have come out for the next 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm not going to really go into them, because if you thought I was going to go into them, no, you got baited. Because I don't really like discussing spoilers too much. Personally, I like discussing spoilers in person with people, but not on YouTube because there's people who don't like spoilers, and I completely get that. My boy David used to be on this channel. I'm always gonna say it like that. He has no other purpose other than being referenced as the person that used to be on this channel. He personally does not like spoilers too much. Not recently, he doesn't care as much, but before that, man used to get fucking heated if you told him a spoiler. Which I understand completely. Sometimes you just want to be surprised, especially on something like Dragon Ball Super, where there's no source material that you can read ahead of, right? This is just 100%. Every week we're going to get some new fucking information. The only spoiler I'm going to give you guys is that September 10th there's not going to be a new episode, which kind of feels bad. But that's like after the spoilers that's been already come out, which is crazy. It's going to be, what, the second or third week, and Dragon Ball Super's 100, and it'll be 105 episodes at that point. Only 2 or 3 times have they missed an episode on a weekly basis, which is pretty fucking impressive personally. So overall thoughts on this episode. Sorry for the tangent. This is, unedited podcast shit, so whatever. Overall thoughts on the episode. Fucking 17, completely badass, dude. I fucking love 17, dude. Like, it kind of, I really, really hope that going forward in Dragon Ball Super, they somehow introduce him again, but it just, I don't know. I don't really see it unless there's a big, big bad, and 17 will come randomly to save the day. I don't see him becoming part of the regular cast after this Tournament of Power is over. There's a lot of possibilities for what they might do in the Tournament of Power coming up, but I mean, in Dragon Ball Super, past the Tournament of Power, if that makes sense, like any arcs, there's a bunch of possibilities that they can go. Of course, Oob being one of them, but not the best route to take right out to the Tournament of Power, in my opinion. But yeah, they can go so many routes. And the Tournament of Power, just with every episode, gets more and more interesting. We get more into the tournament itself, which becomes just so much better, right? Personally, at least. And yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. The comedy was there. The animation was there. The fights were there. Like 17 versus Universe 2 Fighters was a good fight, in my opinion. It's not one of those Dragon Ball Z 22 episode Frieza fights, but excuse me again. But it was a really good fight. It is a tournament, keep in mind. And, the time progressing has only been 9 minutes and 6 episodes, which is not the best pacing-wise, but realistically, we haven't seen much, right? We haven't had a good fight. So, if every episode takes 1.5 minutes, like, shit, we're going to be here for a while, which I'm not going to complain about, personally. I'm going to think that's pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, to be completely honest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode 102. Let me know what you guys think of episode 102 in general in the comments below, but also let me know what you guys think about the podcast in the comments below. I don't know why the fuck I said episodes below, but don't do that. Don't comment it in the episodes below. Comment it in the comments below. And with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on episode 103 podcast. Have a good one, guys.